One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds across the line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Vikings. Jameis now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already. Battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Winston now to throw on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Touchdown, Vikings! Corey Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Deep
rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on fourth down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. He's here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
Flip it. Ready? Easy. Bring it up.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
150. Let's go now.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Sonic. Let's go now. Blue lady. Sonic. Blue lady.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. Deep drop. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend there?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run, hide, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Kaepernick's good, and he'll take this down for a San Francisco touchdown. Cook, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now this is Bryant on the end around. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Vikings. First down, Winston. It's caught by Coleman. Touchdown, Vikings. 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Kaepernick. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jameis to throw it. Out left side here to Bryant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that meaning here as we head toward halftime. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Here's Winston. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage.
Corey Coleman, touchdown, Vikings. Corey Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And out now come the Vikings. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ready, blue ready.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to wind up. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down. His time has now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Hyde. And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches field because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up. You just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And they get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. He's got time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Kaepernick now on Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. One man on the backfield is Gordon. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Kaepernick. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Kaepernick. To the right side, caught by Salek. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Kaepernick will try again on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Andrew Billings in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Winston. Out left side here to Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One man in the backfield is Gordon. On 1st and 10, Winston. This throw caught right around the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis, he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Walsh. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Martavis Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Walsh now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
10 yards still left on second down. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. So the D-line's going to spread out. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. 1st down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd down now after the incompletion. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Here's Winston. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He chucks him aside.
Bumped him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Winston going up top. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They start the drive with Hyde, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit, Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Again, it's Hyde, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action for Hyde. Now Kaepernick. The open man is Smith. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you?
And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They're looking to throw this. Winston. This will be caught at about the 3. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.